Hi folks, there's a chance that Panasonic might announce the new GH7 soon. I'm still not 100% sure about this rumor, but I wanted to share what I got in the past couple of days, and then you will tell me if you think this is going to be true or not. But before I talk about those rumors, take 2 seconds time to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. Now it's June and it's still cold here in the Alps. We just had snow on the very tall mountains, not on those mountains you see here. That's not really a big mountain, that's up to 2008. But above 2002, 2003 we had fresh snow, so that's why I'm dressed like this. But anyway, what really matters is that June is going to be a busy time with a lot of announcements. There will be an announcement on June the 3rd for the Sigma 28-45mm lens. June the 5th we are getting a new Canon Xenon lens. June the 6th we are getting a new Tamron 50-300mm lens. But then I don't know if that week we also will get a new Panasonic announcement. I got some weird leak about a possible June 5th announcement. I didn't share you the exact details of that leak because there is a person that leaked that information, and if Panasonic would know it, I guess he would get fired, so I'm not going to report about this. But unless he fooled us, which there's always a chance, and then we should get a new camera on Panasonic on June the 5th. But the real fact we have to know before we talk about the rumors is that 2 cameras have been officially registered by Panasonic in China. So those are cameras registered, and that should be announced pretty soon. So we know there are cameras coming, we just don't know yet what exactly to expect. If the rumor is true, then on June 5th we're getting new camera. According to that one leak, this should not be a full-frame camera, but something like MFT or aps-c. It could be, for example, a fixed lens aps-c or 4/3 camera like the LX100 successor, but it could also be a micro 4/3 camera. Now today I want to share my 2 rumors I got about a possible new GH7. Those rumors are coming from news sources, so could be completely wrong. Take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to share them because as of now I don't have any solid info anyway about what's going to be announced on June 5th. So let's speculate that this might be a GH7. Let's just see if this could be a possibility. Basically, 2 sources sent some info. I'm going to read you what the first source said about the new GH7. He claims the GH7 will be on market around July, so he didn't mention if the announcement will happen in June or in July, but he said it will be on market on July. It will have most of the features of the G9 II. I guess this means it will also use the same 25 megapixel sensor. Would make sense because the G9 II is a great photo but also very great video focus camera, so it would make sense for Panasonic to use the same sensor and just tweak everything so that the GH7 has a bit more of those kind of video features. So this sounds reasonable. Going further, he says that the GH7 has a larger fan like the GH6. It has a new 32-bit float recording method via new XLR unit, and it supports the new Lumix Lab app. Like I told you, I don't know if the source can be trusted or not, but what's definitely reasonable are the specs. I expect the GH7 to have those kind of specs, so this would make it not a real big surprise. And also I think overall the GH7 really has to be announced soon by Panasonic because the GH6 is quite old and the G9 II can do what the GH6 can do, nearly everything and some things better. So if they want to sell GH cameras, they have to release a new GH7. And the second source also told me the GH7 is already being tested by influencers, and that in his opinion this might be the camera that could be announced on June the 5th. The testers' feedback is that this is a near perfect camera for the MFT system and it shoots internal RAW. So the second source didn't add specifics about the camera. The only info he confirmed is that the GH7 is already there out for influencers, YouTubers and whatever to be tested. And I hope this is true, which would mean the announcement would happen really on June the 5th. Those are the only informations I got about the possible June 5th announcement, which is still not confirmed by my trusted sources. So to be clear, as of yet, I have no 100% confirmation that on June the 5th we are getting a new Panasonic camera. At least from my trusted sources, I saw that leaked info, which to me sounds very reasonable. And the only way this would not be true is that that source, that leak fooled us. If on June 5th there will be no new Panasonic camera announcement, then I will link to that person, because then it's clear that this was a kind of joke. But this would really be surprising, and I think if you would see that leak, you would also think that this is definitely a true information. But anyway, just to be clear with what I'm going through when I'm working through those rumors. So I keep my fingers crossed that this is the GH7, although I would also be happy to get a new compact camera like the LX100 successor. That would be also great. And of course I hope that sometimes down the road we are getting also new full frame cameras like the high resolution camera, which is definitely in need to be replaced. The S1R is quite an old camera. Also the S1 lineup needs to get a new autofocus face detection system if they want to sell well. So Panasonic actually has quite some cameras they need to update it. Also, for example, Micro Four Thirds shooters would also see a kind of new GM-Jeff compact kind of Micro Four Thirds cameras. So we could make a long list of Panasonic cameras that should come this year, based on our wishes and needs. But anyway, as soon as I get the final confirmation, we'll make a new video, so definitely stay tuned. If you happen to have more info about the Panasonic cameras, but also about Sony, Canon, Nikon cameras, because there are many announcements coming also from Sony, Nikon June's 10, 11, 12, Sony probably end of June for the ZV-E10 II. If you have any info, please contact me using that email address or the contact box through my websites. And if you're a new source, just be patient. I will always try to double check the information to get a confirmation. Try to use a nickname so that I can recognize in future, because if you share a correct info with a certain nickname, the second time you will use that nickname, I can publish it as app, knowing that this is a more reliable rumor. And folks, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it so far. Hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming videos. And also please, as usual, like this video to help me in the YouTube algorithm. Again, to recap, June 3, Sigma 28-45mm announcement. June 5, Canon Cine camera announcement, and maybe a new Panasonic camera, could be LX100. Successor, a new GH7. On June the 6th, we're getting the Tamron 35-300. June 10, 11, 12, the Nikon Z6 III. Specs already have been published before, so I guess you already know them. Canon will probably announce the R5 II sometimes late June, early July. Sony, the ZV-E10 II, the 85 1.4 GM2, a new pancake zoom lens for the ZV-E10 II also in late June. I have no confirmation about the 24-70mm 2.0 if it's still coming late June, I guess, but there's a sort of, like I told you, delay in some announcements, and so I still need a final confirmation on that. And also, yeah, Leica will announce the new MD12 very soon. That should be it, but I'm always open for surprises, so share info if you find them. If you find something in the web leaks or some influencer spreading some information, then let me know. But again, busy time. Really, there will be a lot of videos on this channel very soon. See you, folks.